Down. Okay, so we're going to try to modify this thing because we need more storage space is really what we need. So we want to upgrade the ship? Shipbuilder? Shipbuilder, I think. Okay, so we need to somehow add some G. We want to add cargo. They add mass to the ship, so it's going to slow us down, I'm just guessing. There's one there on the side, it looks like, so this will be a new one. See if we can add this in somewhere. Right there on the side. So it plugs into the sides like that. Okay. For these? We have 17,000 credits, so we want to. Oh, it doesn't move with it? Oh, this probably isn't going to work because... how is this going to work? Guessing you have to pull these things off. Okay. That's not going to work. Because these are thrusters and stuff. So how are we going to do this? Cockpit. Dockers. What are dockers? Not exactly sure what those are supposed to be doing. Engines, fuel tanks, gear, drives, halves, reactor, shields, structural. Portholes. Deimos belly. What? Racer A. Braking engine, a bumper. Okay. Oops. Hey there.
Please stop saying oops. You are making me look bad.
That doesn't really help me there. That doesn't connect to that, so we want to get rid of this thing. Two. Where this is supposed to go exactly. It's a storage thing that we need to plug into. Alt A. Ah, there we go. Maybe it's not. So just... This connects here, but this doesn't connect to that. So what is this exactly? This is just a spacer of some kind? It's not an actual piece that you can walk through? Looks like it. Radiator, skeg. That either. So these are just like construction. They're not really places you can walk through, it looks like. No. Just structural stuff. It does. It's structural. I'm smart. Weapons bays. That's just how you get into the ship, right? Yeah, it's the base. There we go. That one either. Neither. So, cockpits. These guys. Dockers. So, do anything useful? Doesn't look like it. Engines, fuel tanks, gear. Apps.
You need to get up and step away from the computer. That was really bad.
There we go. So 3x1 berth, Nova Galactic, all in one berth. Yeah, it's basically that one, right? This makes our ship bigger. Or longer. But it gives us more space to play around with. So plug that in there. And take the storage, put that there. What's the warning? One warning. A monster. Flip, flip. The one error. What's the error? Oh, is it this problem? Jump range is only 14 light years. So what's the error? Guess they don't need a big section like this, do I? At least not for now. These guys off. You. So that was not weapons. No, not cargo. No, not bays. What was it? Apps. So just a small one should be good enough. Like that. That's all we really need. Just the extra cargo. But what's the error? Need more engines. I check. Need more grab jump thrust. Ship is too heavy to grab jump. Reduce mass or increase grab jump thrust. Okay. So, craft drives. The little one? The other one. There's a current engine. Or is that what that is? This is the engine right there, right? Yeah, this is our grav drive. So that's the A. Value 54. So that one. Could throw this one on. Okay, there's our jump range, 18. So mobility is 43, mass is something. So we got a warning. Reduce mass or add engines to improve mobility. So we need more engines. We are engines. The White Dwarf 2000. So, White Dwarf 2000 is... Oops. Oh. We're up to 14 grand. Do shield, structure, weapons base, cargo, cockpit, stalkers, engines. The White Dwarf 2000s. That's a reactor. So the White Dwarf 2000s. The 1000. White Dwarf 2000s are 5,500. Just can't stick it on there. So I need something bigger than a 2000. 2010s. The Nova 1000. Wow, it's big. Bigger. Yeah, I don't think we can use that. For the 2010s. Flip it. Ability's still not good. So this engines aren't good enough. W3 making the murder shoebox? What? Oh, are we making the murder shoebox? No, we're trying to just make a shoebox with more cargo space. Unfortunately, adding the cargo bays adds more mass to the ship, which means we have to modify the engines, or do more engines. Because right now we have a mobility problem. Ship exceeds available. Oh, sorry. So, trying to upgrade the engine, but they cost too much. Keyboard, of course. So, looks like we're going to be sticking with the White Dwarf engines. The 2000, sorry. 2000 version. 210s are outside of our price range at the moment. See, we can do this, but we're given mobility or getting a warning. Reduce mass or add engines to improve mobility. Or we can just say screw mobility for a little while until we get the money to increase the engines. Because this is all about, space right here. It's a lot of cargo space, I think. Basically just stuck it right here in the front. So... a warning. All items will be moved to the cargo hold. There are warnings for the ship and the flight deck. Confirm modification anyway. Accept. So, that's it. Is there a structure you can add to make it bigger butt? What? Back, Fred. What are you talking about? Make a bigger butt. We can add more structure. The problem is when you make the ship bigger, it has more mass and you need bigger engines. We don't have that much money to play with. So that's our issue. We don't have enough money. But this gives us more, space. I hope. Oh, there's inspecting. So how's that for funny looking? More engines, but not bigger? Steal more. We can't steal more. That's the problem. Well, the problem with adding engines, you need hard points in order to stick them to. And we only currently have 2 without changing, all kinds of stuff. Because these are the engines right here. These are the engines. And there's only 2 hard points there's 1 hard point for each of them. So we can make smaller engines aren't going to help us, obviously. Exactly what some structure to add. The structure stuff. Oh, that's a weapon mount. So structure. So portholes. So there's bracers. A braking engine. I don't know what that even is supposed to be. These eat up structure points. So we'd have to add a structured back here, it looks like. Howling. All. Let's get us a radiator. So I'm guessing this is to keep things cool. I don't know how that would work, but... egg. A lot of this stuff is... Turns it upside down. See, that piece doesn't do us anything. So we need a spine. Okay, so this has pieces, but this doesn't really help us because it only has the one connector, or two connectors, one to attach it to the ship and one for an engine to attach to. We need something that has like multiple attachments to it, so that we can stick multiple engines on. Don't even know if it exists. Yeah, I know. Looking for more hard points, but I don't see... Again, it only has the two. And we would need something like 1 and 2, or, 1 and 3 type stuff. Tail. Ah, there we go. Good work. Oh, it doesn't... The engine, no problem, sticks right there, but this doesn't. It only wants to stick up here. This is where the hyperdrive engine is. It's called. Oh, this might work. This might work. Might be able to fit multiple engines onto this. Not. That will work, but I think it's too big. So engines. So engines. We need slightly smaller engines. So the Dwarf 1000s are 3,500. And of course, they appear to be the smallest engine. Yeah, these are the smallest engines. Those are 4450s. We tried to put these on, but we didn't have the money for it? Is that right? We don't have the money. We're short. We have 8,300. This will cost 87. Oh, no, this will work. But the Dwarf 1010s. So we still have a mass problem. But it'll work without the other stuff. That's weird. So we still have to make some adjustments, but eventually, once we get some more money. But this should be a thing, right? Because it can make its jump. It's got a mass issue, but again, we can fix that. There's our shield generator. This isn't too bad, I guess. It's ugly, but we don't care. Items will be moved to the cargo hold. Yes. There we go. We have 800 credits, almost 900 credits left. Here for looking for information on Hank Ferraro. He's told he passed through here.
Let's see here. Hank. No one by that name. Oh, wait. Here we go. Henry Ferraro. Hank's gotta be his nickname. Yeah, he's been through here. Took his ship and departed. Actually, it looks like he came back into Mars space recently, but he didn't land here at the spaceport. The ship diverted and landed outside the city a ways.
Thanks. We're going to go back to Trevor with this information and get to the bottom of this. Why would he avoid landing at port?
I've been doing this job for years, and I can't think of many reasons someone would come in for landing, but divert somewhere else.
Smuggling.
I've seen people try to offload some sort of contraband that way, but usually they don't do a flyby of the port before doing so. And scans would have picked it up, so I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him yourself, if you manage to track him down, that is.
You have any other information? Did Hank say anything when he departed?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Got a ship and left. Tried and failed to get a discount on fueling up. Yeah, something seems off about this. You're probably right that you need to work this out with your boss. Maybe some wires got crossed. Anyway, good luck and good day to you.
Yeah. So now she's wearing, she's wearing her suit. Well, her helmet. That's okay. Will she use her little jump thing? She's not even following me. She goes. I don't know why she's running, but... Oh, there's our ship. There's our brand new... well, it's not brand new, but slightly modified. So we've got the cargo bays now, so we got additional cargo. And then we got the slightly upgraded engines. Although with the extra mass, it probably won't be noticeable. We're going to go in the ship and rest up because I'm a little beat up at the moment. Keep forgetting to heal.
Should I warm up the engines?
Oh, so this thing's going to be looking different on the... So this is our new section of the cargo, right? Sorry, this is on the ship. It's our inventory. That in there. UC security space thingy. Energy. Yeah, throw it. It's just like white paint. Why would you paint on the outside? I have no idea. Oh, we have frag grenades. When do you pick those up? Just throw stuff in storage. Oops. somehow I don't think we need to carry around 50 caliber ammo on us. Oh, it doesn't have any mass anyway, so who cares about it? Carry as much ammo as we want. Okay, so, and this is our new section. Take a nap. We only have the one bed.
Captain on deck.
The restroom. So we only have one bed for everybody to sleep on. I don't care. This is enough to heal me up. I think 5 hours is usually good enough.
All is well,
Yep.
Captain.
Yep,
All
yep.
things
You
considered.
decided to rejoin the world.
Oh, your research station. I didn't know we had one of these. Manufacturing 1. I don't know what that does. Oh, we don't have the pieces and parts for it anyway. What? Weaponry? Of course, no. Apology with the 7-2. Drink. Oh, we do have stuff. Decoration. No, I don't do decorations. We have no adaptive frames. That's something we can build. Robots 1. Okay then. So that's been done. I don't know what it gets us, but it's been done. Good thing we are picking up this wire. Research progress overflow will be distributed through other aspects of the project. Okay. The modem sound. Technology. This performance enhancement, medical treatment. Medical treatment. More stuff? Sort of. Welcome back to Spiritor. I forgot I had this research bench inside my ship. There's our tetraflora. Okay, so that's what those are for. Old Earth cuisine. Eats. Was it Hot Pockets? Earth cuisine. Those. We don't have any spice, but we have fiber and water. Mixology. That. Equipment. Helmet mods. Spacesuit mods. Barrel mods, apparently. Aluminum. Yay. That modem sounds driving me crazy. Yeah, so we have some stuff that's done. The performance enhancement 1 and helmet mods. We need to work on stuff. Okay, so that. All rested up.
Everything looks good at my station, Captain.
He's our outpost engineering specialist. Yes, that's his name, by the way. That's his name.
Funny. I bet I've spent more time exploring the Martian surface than roaming around Sidonia itself.
Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied.
Yep. We'll go talk to Trevor.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons.
That the best part of Mars is the gravity. The lack of gravity. Well, not lack of gravity, just less gravity.
I wonder what's taking Hank so long. I hope I didn't make a mistake by letting Hank go.
Hank is probably dead. Said that Hank returned but didn't land at port.
That's a little suspicious. Why would he do that? Moreover, why wouldn't he return with the goods? Something's definitely up. I asked around while you were gone. Some of his co-workers mentioned there's been a little extra, well, Hank lately.
Hank.
In particular, he was cursing up a storm about work and about his co-workers. Said some things that make me think his intentions here were not pure. Anyway, he's not too bright. Maybe he's still here in Sidonia. Check the Broken Spear. He frequently goes there to drink. We need to get to the bottom of this.
Try to find him in the missing equipment. Well, what would Hank do with all that equipment?
Dunno. Hank's kind of a weird guy. He never fit in with the team. Tended to act a little sketchy. Always figured he'd be done after one contract. Guy like Hank? Maybe he's just looking to sell it on the black market and earn an extra paycheck. Can't say for sure.
Yeah, try to find him in this equipment. You want me to rough up Hank if he's being difficult? What should I do if he's guilty of stealing the equipment?
Well, see if you can get him to admit it first. And if he does, see if you can get it back from him. If he resists, or otherwise won't tell you what we need to know, then we may have to turn him in. I trust that Sidonia security will bust him good, but he may not tell him where our stuff is. So see if you can at least get that out of him first.
Try to find him in the missing equipment.
Remember, it's most important that we find out where the equipment is. We can always deal with Hank later. We've got to do it before we lose track of it, before it gets sold, moved, or worse. And we've got to hope to whatever higher power you believe in that it wasn't jettisoned into space. We've got our work cut out for us. Good luck.
Yeah.
The United Colonies Department of Labor was
I hope Hank's not giving you too much trouble.
too much overtime.
Heard something about something called the Heart of Mars. What do you know about it? Recognize his voice? It's probably Meerkat.
The who's and what's it? Sorry, mate. I've got no idea what you're on about. Sounds made up if you ask me. But then again, maybe the other miners have been inventing some jargon I'm not familiar with. Best to ask around.
You must be the boss around here. How goes the mining operation? Both the klaxons and the detonation announcements say ridiculous. Yes, obviously he's Australian. Meerkat is somebody who watches the channel on a regular basis. He's Australian. I've heard him talk. So it's a joke. It's not meant to be serious. What I'm trying to say is all Australians sound the same. That's all I'm trying to say. All Australians sound the same. I know they don't, but it's fun to say that. Especially if they're listening. That's the best part, but nobody's listening. Okay, so there is actually stuff here. This is Mars. You do all yours. I didn't know you were an Australian, Bruce. And you don't. That's the fun. The thing is, I've actually worked with Australians for decades, off and on, and you guys don't sound the same. It's just fun. It's just funny to say it. It's like saying all Germans sound the same, or all Americans sound the same, although we don't by a long shot. But it's just fun to say. That's all. Can't be Australian. He didn't say the C word. He didn't say it at least 3 times? I've worked with when I worked in the maintenance maintenance. Our air conditioning guy was Australian. He was friggin' hilarious. Because if he's nice and calm and relaxed, he can understand every word he says, but he get excited, and it's like, you don't know what language he's speaking. It was hilarious. But he was a good guy. He was really fun to be around. And then, because I worked at a hospital, we had a number of Australian nurses, too. And they were always fun to be around, too. Okay, so again, that's our modified ship. What are we doing? So find Hank. Is that that looks like some distance we have to go. Where is it? It's not in the base, is it? Gone. Heart of Mars. Now we have to find that stuff. Find Hank. Hank is not returned, and blah, blah, blah. He wants me to investigate and suggests that I start by seeing if Hank is at the broken. Oh, I'm freaking supposed to go to a bar. I was talking with a lot of different Australians, and I asked the locals if they could tell the difference between our accents. I was mortified that the only difference they could tell was that I was a bit faster. Why? I'm just curious why you think that. Why is that so shocking that somebody who doesn't speak this year doesn't have the same accent as you thinks you all sound the same? Because that's pretty much that's the way it works. If you don't speak that language, it's fairly tough for you to distinguish accents.
Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything
have the tech to instantly jump across the universe. At least I've got more than enough work to
And Mrs. Gimpy's funny is, well, it's not funny. Is she watches a lot of Spanish soap opera type stuff, and she's actually learned that to recognize different Spanish accents. She's actually learning who is from South America, who's from Central America, who's from Mexico, who's from Puerto Rico, that kind of stuff. She can actually go, they're not from Mexico, they're from Puerto Rico. And they're not from Mexico, they're from Colombia. You know, she's actually, because she's heard all the different accents spoken in Spanish, is she can't necessarily identify exactly where they're coming from, but she can identify that they're actually different accents. And it's kind of cool that she's learning that. So, I mean, she can't speak Spanish worth a damn, but she can at least tell where the different accents are, or at least they're different accents, which is always funny. So, because I speak better. I'm from Melbourne. We are the best Australian accent, not like that Hicks from Queensland who's being compared to. Welcome to America. It's always funny to listen to, or try to get Europeans to guess where you're from, as having an English American accent. It's like, where do you think in America that I live? And they have no clue. Dangerous, welcome to the stream. How is Starfield going? Is it like Skyrim and Fallout in space? I am not a Bethesda fan, but I'm a sucker for sci-fi, and we haven't really gotten a good sci-fi RPG in a while. Right. This is... It is... I think it is... Oops.
Please stop saying oops. You are making me look bad. You are making me look bad.
Yep. Yeah, after all Americans are the same. We are in the same ring. Especially to those Romanians who live in Switzerland. Anyway, how is Starfield going? Is it Fallout in space or Skyrim in space? Yes, it is definitely Skyrim / Fallout in space. I think so, at least. There's some differences, obviously, but there's it's Bethesda. It's a Bethesda game. If you've played Skyrim or Fallout, you'll be very much at home here. I would say it's probably more like Fallout than it is Skyrim. Simply because Skyrim doesn't have all the different equipment modifications that you get in Fallout. And here you do. These are definitely a lot of modifications you can do. Got all the different inventory stuff. 10 million different weapons. Got a nice little dagger you do. Even the axe can be modified. Although this is the one we looted. Got the mining drill thing. Pistols. Rifles of different types. You got ballistic and laser weapons. But yeah. And then there's a ship modification too that you can do, which I actually just did at the beginning of this hour. We actually added more cargo space to the ship and changed the engines, slightly upgraded the engines to compensate for the increased mass in the ship due to the cargo base. So, but so far I'm enjoying it. I mean, this is only what, episode 3, so I did 4 hours yesterday, did 6 hours on Friday, so another 6 or so today, coming up to the end of the stream. So I'm what, 12, 16, 15, 16 hours into the game, and I feel like I've barely scratched it.
What's up?
And there's the Texans. The Texans. I'm curious, can you even tell the difference between a Texas accent and, say, a Louisiana or a Florida accent?
First was alright as far as governors go.
And more importantly, can you tell the difference between a New York and a Boston accent? That one you'll never get, I don't think, which I think is hilarious too. Because to most people who don't listen to those people on a regular basis, they sound the same. And if you're from that area, you go, no, they're different. They are different. And for those wondering, I'm in California. I have what you would call a California accent, despite the fact that I wasn't born here. I've spent almost 50 years of my life here. So we would say, when did I move here? We moved here when I was just before I turned 7. And I came from New England, which is the northeastern portion of the United States. And I've never had a New England accent, such as Boston or New Hampshire or that kind of stuff. I've never had one of those accents. I've always had a California accent. Why? Because my mom's from California. even though I was born back there, because my dad is from Rhode Island. My mom's actually here from San Diego, so she's got a California accent, Southern California accent specifically. My dad's got a Rhode Island accent, and so I got those as a kid growing up. And some reason, my brother and I, we both pulled on the Southern California stuff, probably because we moved out here early enough so that our accent wasn't too bad. So, versus Louisiana, 50-50. New York versus Boston, 80-20 to get it right. Yeah, the New York-Boston one can be tough. I had a California accent here in Virginia. Yeah. Well, here's the funny part, too, about the California accents are, when you watch TV and movies, guess what accents you're listening to most of the time? It's the California accent, because they're actors and they all live here, and that's what they're the TV shows and the movies, they aim for the middle of the road accents so everybody has a better chance of understanding it, even throughout the United States, because stuff. And Dangerous, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So, but yeah, it's funny to hear people say tell somebody they have a California accent, and I go, that's a Southern accent. You're not even close. California accents don't sound Southern at all. So, it's funny. But yeah, the California accent is very generic. We'll just say generic. So, anyway, did Veronica tell me the stream was over? She should have, but she's running a couple minutes late today because I got started a little late. So anyway, I don't want my fists up. Why would I do that? I'm missing a gun. What gun am I missing? It's like the current estuary accent, Frank. Yes. Yeah, that's California is. It's the accent because it's generic. There's nothing special to it, at least to me. Again, I have one, so I don't think it's special at all. Okay, weapons. So modified Maelstrom. This is just a regular machine gun type deal. Modified Soul. Oh, that's our laser pistol. We want to put. That's the one that got moved. Actually, I'll put you down here. This is just a machine gun type deal. It's slightly modified, but nothing special. It's got a stuff. Okay, so our weapons are favored. I think it tells you what their damage is too. That's useful. So, and this is our laser rifle that we haven't really had a chance to, because we don't have enough ammo for it. Our laser weapons, we just don't have enough enough ammo. Oh, they're using different ammo. The pistol uses different. This is a laser pistol, and it's using different ammo than the rifle. Interesting. Our ballistic pistol. Oh, more ammo too. That's out. It's down to 9 rounds. So our maelstroms are. So this is the machine gun thing. Yes, machine gun one. This is the one with the scope. So it's not really a sniper, but it's got the scope. Makes it a little bit easier. Hold breath. It doesn't sway so much. So that's from Fallout 4, right? I remember seeing that before. This is another machine gun. Oh, we're down to 9 rounds on this one. So that's using the same rounds as that pistol. This thing, it's another pistol, kind of special. So it's using the same ammo as the maelstroms are. Solstice. So this is the laser pistol is way more ammo. Huh. Than the axe. Combat knife.
for?
Well then, stab you in the face? No. Tracker's Alliance agent. I don't know who you are. How did we miss you?
Hey, darling. You look like the type who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. The Trackers Alliance can always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals. If that feels like your speed, talk to me. Or check out our posts on
Hey
the mission
Gimpy,
boards.
you have streamed long enough. It is time to call it a day and get some rest.
Yeah.
Be sure to tell everyone to have a great day or evening and we will see them again tomorrow. Also, make sure to remind them to hit the follow button and visit your YouTube channel.
Okay, well, that's it. And that's the next person we need to talk to. And we will do that tomorrow. Because tomorrow, wait a minute. Yeah, tomorrow. Today's Monday. We're doing this tomorrow, too. So, anyway, thank you all very much for coming out. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I did. So, we accomplished stuff today. We modified our ship so it has more cargo space so it can carry more crap. Oh, we leveled up, too. I forgot to... Skills. So I have a skill point to spend still. So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll start the stream off, spend a skill point. Probably you can spend it on science anywhere, somewhere. One of these. Because we finally opened this level 2 stuff up, right? Yes. So we were able to buy one of these. So anyway, do that tomorrow. And then, of course, work on more quest stuff. We spent a lot of time on Mars today, which is cool. That's fine. And, anyway, enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the game. This is it's pretty good. So, stream schedule tomorrow, Starfield, which officially releases tomorrow as well. And then we'll play it again probably on Wednesday. Thursday, we're back to Baldur's Gate 3, because even though we're near the end of that game, we still have to finish it. Still have a while to go. Friday, though, Celasta multiplayer with Jeff Hobo and Hurricane. Saturday, probably back here to Starfield. Sunday is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Day, doing campaign stuff with Gimpy the Dwarven Crusader Angel for the first half of the stream, and then the Treasure of the Midnight Isles DLC for the second half of the stream. And that's our schedule for the next week or so. Okay, that's it. I gotta get going. Tomorrow's stream starts at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. GMT for more Starfield. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great evening, great day, wherever you happen to be. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you tomorrow.